Once again, here for another delightful December, Dan.
Disney. Christmas December.
Yes.
To be precise.
Sticking with the Disneys.
Sticking with the Disneys. Now, this is interesting because you have...
Gone against type?
Well, no, you've actually been going ahead and doing your homework for a change. I caught you in the act the other day.
Not for this week, though. This is...
Not for this week, but just in general.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I'm impressed. Very rare that I walk in on you and I'm actually impressed with what I see on your screen. So...
You are a sad, strange little man.
So, that was in there, by the way.
I know.
So, let's get on with it today. Now, I'm going to just give out a little bit of a trigger warning. This is going to be another one of those Die Hard, Gremlins kind of things, especially from my point of the view. Now, I will agree. I just want to put it out there so that everybody knows. I agree Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Because it's set over Christmas.
Absolutely. However, I completely... bearing in mind, if the main plot of the Die Hard film, if that hadn't happened, if they weren't that unfortunate, they'd have just gone off and enjoyed Christmas, right? So that you pretty much, if that film would have carried on rolling, you'd have been in Christmas, right?
Yeah.
But I will say this, right? Definitely not one for a family viewing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm going to say maybe this one is not so much in the gory and bloody categories, but maybe it is. I don't know, but you're about to tell me all there is to know, and you are going to be convincing me this falls in the Disney Christmas crack category. I don't think it hits Disney, and I don't think it hits Christmas.
Wow.
Go on.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about Iron Man 3 from 2013. All that time ago, Dan, eh? 2 years after we left high school.
How many years?
2 years after we left high school.
And again.
2 years after we left high school. I know the drill.
You know the drill.
This is a fun action film and so much better than Iron Man 2 with a lot more focus on it being an Iron Man film and not an Avengers setup film. This is set in the same world as Thor, remember? You like Thor, don't you?
Thor is good. I like how you remember that with absolutely everything.
Yes. As soon as the film opens with Eiffel 65's Blue Dabba Dee,
great song.
You know this film just has a different feel to the other two off the bat. Things feel more sharp and focused like the first film again. Being the first MCU film after 2012's smash hit The Avengers was a double-edged sword because it got fans frustrated as to why they weren't teaming up again already. But on the other hand, this solo outing Marvel Cinematic Universe film did gross $1.215 billion at the box office.
It's a lot of money. Which
in large part is clearly because of the film which preceded it. That's why, because this is the first one to come out after The Avengers, and The Avengers made billions and bombed billions. So therefore this one was like, oh, let's go see it, let's see the next one.
They have money.
Yes, they have money.
Money talks, mate.
Damn right it does. The villains are much more enjoyable this time around. Guy Pearce makes for a charming villain in vein of Syndrome from The Incredibles.
Wow.
By that I mean, this villain, he's the villain because he used to idolise the hero, and the hero treated him badly all those years ago, and then he grew up to become the villain.
Don't think Mr. Incredible treated him badly as such.
No, yeah, but that's the way Syndrome saw it, wasn't it?
True, yes, true.
But that's a way in, again, for you, Dan, because, that is the plot of the film. It's all because he turned his back on him when he was younger, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to show you. And
I'm coming for you, basically.
Yeah. And I just got a lot of Syndrome vibes from it. And then also you have Ben Kingsley, who brings some great humour to his character as the secondary villain. I really miss the days of the MCU where the most controversial thing about it was Ben Kingsley's character, because they make him up to be like the main villain, but then he turns out to just be an actor, and he's just really funny because he's not the real villain of the film like it's been advertised. He's just an actor doing a job, and the real villain is the one that's like Syndrome. So It actually does well at surprising you, this film.
Well, unless you've watched this review.
True, very true. I only watched this. Disclaimer.
There you go. As long as it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. I like that Jon Favreau gets more to do as Happy as well. But there's a character called Happy. His name is Happy. And he gets to do a lot more in this film because he's not directing the film for once. So there's a character in the Iron Man films who's played by the guy who directed the first two Iron Man films, but he didn't direct this one, so he gets more to do as an actor instead.
Interesting.
Yeah. This film is also unique as it falls into the Die Hard, Batman Returns, and Lethal Weapon category, and Gremlins, of course, of action film that is set at Christmas, therefore creates the eternal argument of whether or not it counts as a Christmas film. The opening suit-up is to a Christmas song, Jingle Bells. Tony gives presents to the kid that helped him at the end, and the final battle takes place around a giant Christmas tree. Yeah, sure, why not? It counts as a Christmas movie, I think.
It's a hard sell. But then again, people say that Frozen is a Christmas movie, but it's set in like July.
Christmas isn't set. It's said once in that, is it?
Exactly. It's just got snow in it.
Ironically, Shane Black, the director of this film, also wrote the screenplay for Lethal Weapon, which is also set at Christmas. This guy seems to like setting his films at Christmas.
Are there Christmas references in the film?
Yeah, like he buys Iron Man buys his girlfriend like a big Christmas teddy bear for Christmas. So she comes back to the mansion and just finds it there.
I suppose we're getting away with that. And then, of course, the only thing left to niggle me here is the Disney.
There's also snow. There's snow on the ground. It's a very wintry setting, and also you have Christmas lights up in every street that Iron Man goes in. And there's also one of the villains actually kidnaps one of the kids and sits him on his lap and says, "So what would you like for Christmas, little boy?" You know, like
you're convincing me on the Christmas side. You're just not convincing me on the Disney side.
Well,
it doesn't feel very. Oh, why?
No, Disney owns. If you go on Disney Plus, Iron Man's on there. Therefore, immediate win over. Brian Tyler's score is quite grand in scale, with Isolation and New Beginnings hitting the emotional beats for the character of Tony Stark and the scars he carries around with him. I enjoy the anxiety plot for Tony as well, as someone who suffers extremely with anxiety, as you know.
As I know.
Anyone who went through what he did would likely react the same way, because he's got PTSD from what happened to him in the Avengers when he was dealing with aliens and fighting gods like Thor and everything, because Iron Man's just a guy like us. So,
just like us that fights gods.
Yeah, true. Yeah, pretty much. So to close, Dan, Iron Man 3 was an okay entry for the MCU into Phase 2. It was the last film on Robert Downey Jr.'s contract before he renewed it for all the other Avengers films, because he is smart and knows how much money these films make him. Like, he makes like 50 million a film. Plus the end credit scene is still a funny cap-off. People wanted to see the Avengers together again back in 2013, and we got it, just not in the way we expected. Literally, the post-credit scene for the film is the whole movie being narrated by Tony Stark as a therapy session, and he's talking to Bruce Banner, who's the Hulk. So he's the whole movie of Iron Man 3 is just a therapy session that he's telling his friend, who happens to fall asleep throughout the whole movie, and he wakes up at the end like wait, whoa. I drifted off an elevator in Switzerland in 1999, so he fell asleep at the start of the movie.
So
Christmas cheer,
a bit like us, really.
But no, I'm gonna rate this a 3 out of 5, Dan. It's a bulk standard blockbuster film. It's fun. It's harmless. Nothing too memorable, but it ticks the Christmas box for me.
If it didn't try do the Christmas setting, would that affect the rating for you as a film?
Not particularly, no. It just happens to be a film that's set at Christmas, much like Die Hard, but doesn't actually, it doesn't fill you with Christmas cheer, does it?
Then again, neither did Die Hard, but I'd rate it higher than that.
But no. I rate Die Hard higher than this as well. I'm not stupid.
Well, that's debatable.
Well,
anyway,
employ me and find out. Anyway, what?
Anybody who does want to employ Tommy or just give him loads of money, you're welcome to do that.
You can find me on LinkedIn and.
We're going up in the world now. But failing that, you can pay me, and I will ensure that 0% of your donation goes to him. And of course, we have a lot more to pack in. Now, we've got one more of these left of 2025.
And it's a double biller.
It's a double biller. That is a big thing.
But not just any double biller. This is one that you can completely weigh in on. One
that Tommy thought I was wrong about, but then he found out I was right about. Tell the people.
I'm not telling them.
Just tell them that Daniel was right. Just say that.
I'm not telling that.
Oh my God.
I can't. I don't know if this is contractual. This is on air. This is never going to be escaped from my memory if I was to do this.
Plan.
But you were right in this instance, Dan. You were right in this instance.
Got that on tape.
We'll get into that next week.
I got that on tape. Well, anyway, Tommy, you have a great one. And of course, we'll see you next week for a double one.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
For once, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and everyone knows where they can find us, don't they, Dan?
Yes, over on Letterboxd at these handles here, which Tommy will read to you in a minute.
Dan Moore Radio is over there, and Larkins95 is over here.
You put it in the wrong direction, but we like the idea. And of course, here on YouTube, you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when we're going to go live. It's always on a Monday. And that's it.
Yep, voila.
Second from last of the year, Tommy. That's a biggie.
It's gone really fast, hasn't it? But I'm looking forward to next year as well.
And, of course, next week we'll be throwing you a schedule so you know what we're going to be doing throughout our themed months of next year. And this is on your... We're back to you now. So we've done mine and we're now on to Tommy's year schedule. So apologies in advance. But this is good because when you're planning them now, you're doing less Marvel.
See?
And I'm getting happier about
tonight,
that.
notwithstanding.
Yeah, you've kind of broken it a bit tonight, but second from the last of the year, I'll let you off.
Thank you.
You've kind of,
I won you over with the Christmas.
You had to sneak one in there.
Yeah, I did win you over with the Christmas-esque setting.
You've managed to convince me of that. The Disney and the Marvel thing, I need to have a word with Disney. They don't know what they've got going on. But anyway, have a great week, everybody. Have a Merry Christmas, and we will see you on the other side in a week's time.
Everyone, have a great week. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week. All the best.